There's plenty of rugby league on Oscar this weekend.
There is.
And I've been looking at this sort of list of games, and I'm seeing a lot of potential blowouts, 13 plus, overs, and I think collectively we've both decided to try and find some try scorers this week.
We're going to try and find some try scorers because we don't know what teams down the bottom of the ladder are going to get up for some unbeknownst reason this week, and we don't know what top teams are going to be resting players or sitting on their coattails and taking a bit of a week off. So yes, I'm going to try and find some try scorers.
Right. And I think you wanted to start on Friday night with Broncos.
I do.
Para. I think there's a case to be made for majority of our backs.
to all score.
I back Ezra, man, most weeks.
You do?
But who do you like in this game?
Yeah, I'm going to look on the other edge, actually, in this one. Ezra's been super productive since coming back in, but I think the spaces around Joash Papali'i can be a target for Parramatta here. He's defending on their left edge, so looking at Adam Reynolds, Jordan Ricky, and Katoni Staggs, I think those three can be busy, I guess, in the Broncos attack. Jordan Ricky, I don't know if he scored one this year. He's been used as a tackle merchant and a kick chase merchant for a lot of the season, but that dude is big and hot and powerful, and he runs a good line. I think if Reno or even Benny Hunt getting out of 9 in good ball, if they can put Jordan Ricky one-on-one with Josh Papali, a smaller body, I like that. And Katoni, I think we talked about him last week. He's just having he's a career best season, so yeah, looking for a bit of value on the Broncos right edge for some try scorers on Friday night.
Very nice. I was just trying to have a look if he scored any tries, but the site I pulled up is not helping me whatsoever. No, so I'm just going to move on from that.
I think he might still be on the nudie, and as much as I'm sure there will be some people that would like to see Jordan Ricky on the nudie, I think he's a chance of getting off it this week.
Very nice. I was talking to you off air. I think all 3 Saturday games could be 13 plus.
13 plus potential.
Waz 13 plus I love. Panthers 13 plus I love. And unfortunately Sharks 13 plus. I think we both love.
Yeah.
Despite
I don't love it, but I can understand it.
Yeah. I want to touch on the Panthers-Tigers game.
Yep.
Obviously, bit of a rivalry there emerging because a lot of them have played one side or the other. Obviously, Jerome Luai is one of the bigger ones, and I see a world where the Panthers send a lot of traffic his way just because it's Jerome Luai, and they spent years developing him. So, if you're looking at that, who would you be backing in the spaces around Luai for a try?
I mean, I don't hate the shout because it's a new combination, Luai and Taylon May, back in the NRL. Another former Panther. He was busy for the Tigers at left centre. But yeah, that is a new combination for Wests to kind of figure out defensively. So yeah, I mean, Liam Martin, same kind of theory as Jordan Ricky for the Broncos, although Cleary hasn't really been playing Tomato much. And in fact, as I'm saying this now, he might actually be out with an injury at the moment. So, otherwise, one further out, Isaac Tungo has been busy this year, and that'll be Brian To'o's wing, depending on, again, we're recording Tuesday morning, so we're not sure about team lists at the moment.
Tungo, Martin, To'o are all on the NRL's injury list.
They're all on the NRL's injury list. Yeah. Look, if that's the case, I would assume it'd be Isaiah Papali'i. He would probably slot into an edge there. I don't mind him for value. He's been really productive for Penrith, particularly over the origin period when they've had some key middles out. They've looked so slick going left, though. I think Blaze Talangi's kind of found his role there, and I think the Panthers can probably, as much as I think they'd like to shut Luai up and make him put him into 30 tackles and quiet him down, I think Penrith will continue to look left. The Milky Bar kid, Thomas Jenkins, keeps scoring tries every week, and Blaze is doing some good things on the left with Casey McLean. So I think those 3 guys are pretty tempting as well. Blaze, Casey, and Jenkins.
Very nice.
Yep.
And remind me, there was one more game you wanted to talk about.
Unfortunately.
I was clearly listening and paying attention.
Yeah, the game after that, Saturday night, 7:30, my South Sydney Rabbitohs up against kind of my Cronulla Sharks, who I was big on them at the start of the year.
Certainly were.
And they made me look stupid for most of the season.
But now it kind of looks like it's we're starting to get what you were talking about early. It's just taken them 20 rounds.
Took them a long time, but we've finally, I think I read somewhere the other day, Blake Brayley had clocked 100 plus running meters like once or twice in 150 career games. He's done it 3 times in the last 6 weeks. With Blake Brayley getting out of dummy half, running off quick play the balls, it's not so surprisingly put Nico, Trindle and Kennedy in some really positive involvements over the advantage line and at retreating and at disrupted defences, which is where Hines in particular thrives. Unfortunately, that's a very familiar look for the Rabbitohs defensive line this year. Completely decimated. Keon Kolomatangi is now out as well, so we've lost the only guy consistently carrying us out of yardage and plugging holes through the middle. I think the Bunnies will put up a fight as they continue to do, but yeah, Blake Brayley, Braden Trindle and Nico Hines, I think all those 3 guys can trouble the scoreboard for the Sharks.
My coach used to tell me all the time, quickest way to the try line was behind the ruck. So when you've got Blake Brayley carving you up through the middle, like it's just, yeah.
I love those junior footy coaches that just coaching cliches. You can't run without legs.
Wasn't can't run without a head. That was another one that used to get thrown out.
Yeah, maybe our Griffith Dragons. Yeah, that makes sense.
My high school coach, he used to get us to punch our shoulders. He's like, just get the first hit out of the way, boys. And I was like, what are we doing here?
Ow, it hurts my hands.
Yeah, don't like it. Very nice, Oscar. Another good week of footy. Looking forward to it.
Hopefully a few green ticks in there, mate. Let's go.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website